a decade on from the apology in the beginning of closing the gap, we still have Aboriginal people who are the most impoverished and imprisoned people in Australia. But that's not the entire story. There is another story. It's a story of people like me. I was born into abject poverty. My family moved from town to town. I barely went to school until I was 13 or 14 years of age. We did not know where we were going to live from day to day. We did not know whether we were going to eat at night. And I'm standing here today in Hong Kong. I've travelled the world. My children go to the best schools in the world. We've closed the gap. Andrew asked the question. Andrew runs a foundation, Australian Indigenous Education Foundation, that I'm an ambassador of. That is engaged in taking Aboriginal children and giving them an opportunity at some of the best schools in Australia. Those children have gone on to be doctors and lawyers and architects and engineers and soldiers and carpenters and electricians. They've gone on to own their own homes. They're sending their children to those schools. They've closed the gap. The Aboriginal middle class has increased exponentially in the past 20 years. 20 years ago, there were 3,000 Aboriginal people who graduated from university. Today, there are more than 30,000. There are almost 20,000 at university right now. So what's happening here? Where government is failing, it's people who are making a difference. People who are taking a risk, who are working, sending their kids to school. It means sacrifice, it means moving to cities. It means children living away from their parents to get an education. Success demands sacrifice. Everybody here has sacrificed in some way for their own success. We are changing Australia, even as at the same time, the politics and the political solutions are still floundering. So there is cause for great hope. And it's the hope of individuals who are changing their lives and the hope of the children that you're helping to give an opportunity, Andrew. And yet there is the ongoing struggle for those who can't grasp that opportunity, can't grasp that hope, who are still the most impoverished people in Australia. And that's our challenge. How to bridge that divide. The success of the individual and also those who are left out of those opportunities.